This is a continuation of part 8 of the Takeda 30-day clock project. So this is part 8.5. Sorry that the camera cut off unexpectedly. I had just wound the springs up a little bit more, like they would normally be wound. And testing the movement out under its own power on all the different functions here. And using the hand nut here as a handle so that I can rotate the center arbor and test all the striking functions. So normally I like to see a much longer warning run than that, at least a half a turn on that fourth wheel, but on this one obviously it's a little bit different. Let's sort of watch it here and see, so we can see kind of what goes on. You see there where the you see the third wheel. Oop. Focus, man, focus. You see there on the fourth wheel. Oop. Okay, you can very clearly now see the warning and locking pin is on the locking lever there, and that the warning lever is just underneath it. The little J-shaped piece. Okay, and you saw that it came around just slightly and hit. The pin is now resting against the warning lever. Okay, let's do that again. There might be some adjustment that we can make. Possibly not. I'm not really seeing any anything that's adjustable there. Alright, well, I'm satisfied that that's working correctly, that the warning run is satisfactory, so now we can oil the movement. And I'm going to I used a different oil this time for the mainsprings than I have in the past. I used a 20W40 full synthetic oil for the springs, and I'm using 0W40 for all the pivots. And so I've got the oiler here. Needle oiler. Let's get it flowing here. And we'll put a quantity of oil here in the bushings of the main wheels on the front side of the slop it all over the place too. I'm at it. A single drop there. 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 On the escape wheel pivot, a single drop. Drop on the verge. On the strike side, we'll do a drop there. Drop there. Drop there. And drop there. Now we'll invert the movement. We'll add a quantity of oil in there. Quantity of oil there. Single drop there. Single drop there. Drop there. Drop there. Drop there. Drop there. Drop there. Drop up there. Drop there. Drop there. Drop there. Drop there. Did I miss anything? Nope. And then every other tooth of the escape wheel and the escape wheel escapement pallets will also be lubricated. And you see the edge of the tooth which impinges upon the escape wheel pallets. So we'll just real nice impulsing action happening now. I can feel it through the crutch. And I don't even have the springs wound very far. I just have the springs wound a bit. The retainer is a little loose on the strike side. I have the strike side wound a little further than the time side is wound. But I just have the time side wound maybe a turn. Have I gone around once already? Are you keeping track? Because I'm not. Yep, I can see I have. Okay. Okay. Those are the only gear teeth that would receive oil, are the escape wheel teeth. You do not oil any of the other teeth. We also need to place some oil there on the count wheel, and that count wheel might be just a little on the loose side. I should have tightened up that tension washer, but I think it's okay. So now, one at a time, I'll put all the rest of the miscellaneous hardware back on. The spacers, the correction wire and its little bracket. And then we'll either put the movement back in the case for a test run, or I'll stick it on my test stand. So we'll do that in the next part. That will be part 9. So this is Oklahoma Bridges, and thank you for following along, and as always, thanks for watching. See you next time.